Now we'll discuss about the front of leg and dorsum of the foot, part third. In this part, we'll discuss about the arterial supply of the front of leg and dorsum of the foot. Here, in this diagram, you can see this is tibia, this is fibula. In between tibia and fibula, there is a membrane, that is interosseous membrane. This is interosseous membrane. Here is talus, calcaneum, navicular, cuboid, lateral cuneiform, intermediate cuneiform, medial cuneiform, first metatarsal, second, third, fourth, fifth metatarsal. In between here, you can see between first metatarsal, this is first dorsal interossei. Here is second dorsal interossei. Here is third dorsal interossei. So this is first dorsal interossei, and between first and second metatarsal, this is intermetatarsal space. This space is first intermetatarsal space. This is first intermetatarsal space, and this space is filled by dorsal interossei, which has two heads. These are two heads. Here is medial malleolus, this is lateral malleolus. Now we will start discussion about the anterior tibial artery, which is the main artery of the front of leg. In front of leg, there is an additional artery other than anterior tibial artery, that is perforating branch of peroneal artery. This is perforating branch of peroneal artery. And tibial artery is a branch of popliteal artery. It arises below the popliteus muscle. It turns forward and it pierces interosseous membrane superiorly here, and it passes downward up to midpoint between two malleoli. Here it gives anterior tibial recurrent branch. This is anterior tibial recurrent branch. Here it gives muscular branch for these muscles, and at the termination point it gives anterior lateral and anterior medial malleolar branch. Here it ends at the midpoint between two malleoli, and here it continues as dorsalis pelvis artery. So from here dorsalis pelvis artery start, and it extends from here to first intermetatarsal space. Here, between the two heads of dorsal interossei, it dips down into the sole, and in the sole it joins with plantar arch. Here it gives branches, medial tarsal branch, lateral tarsal branch. Here it gives branch arcuate artery. This is arcuate artery. Again, arcuate artery gives dorsal metatarsal artery. These are dorsal metatarsal artery. So these are four dorsal metatarsal artery. And first dorsal metatarsal artery arises from the dorsalis pelvis artery, just before it dipping down into the sole. So this is first dorsal metatarsal artery, which gives medial branch and lateral branch. These branches are in other metatarsal artery. These are dorsal digital branches. These are two dorsal digital branches from each metatarsal artery. If you cut a section at this level, like this, you will find here, this is first metatarsal, second, third, fourth, and fifth metatarsal. Here are numerous muscles. Here is first dorsal interossei, here is second dorsal interossei, third dorsal interossei, fourth dorsal interossei, and here are plantar interossei. And here is muscles of the sole. We will discuss in future. These are numerous muscles present in sole. So here is dorsalis pedis artery. This is first metatarsal, this is second metatarsal, and the space between first and second metatarsal is first intermetatarsal space. Here is dorsal interossei, first dorsal interossei is present, and this artery, this dorsalis pedis artery, passes between two heads of the dorsal interossei, and it turns laterally and form arch. This is plantar arch, and this arch continue with lateral plantar artery. This is lateral plantar artery. So this is plantar arch. So this is course of this artery and communication with lateral plantar artery. So this is all about the arterial supply of the front of leg and dorsum of the foot. These arteries are accompanied with vena comitants. So there are two vena comitants like runs parallel to these arteries. So this is vascular supply of the front of leg and dorsum of the foot.